This is the DNA Design DK-15 Jetwing upgrade kits designed for the Voyager class Studio Series Optimus Prime figures. Very important to note that this set does not include the Studio Series number 44, 32, and 05 figures from Hasbro, and is merely the upgrade kits for those figures. I picked up this set from Our Toys. Let's get it out of packaging. So let's see what we actually got from the set. This is the clamshell that came with the set, and these are the basic parts of what you get. For the regular release, you'll get these, and we'll talk about that in a little while. Now, since this is the deluxe edition, I got the extra accessories, namely the battle axes and the blades. And what I wanted to do before I put everything into Optimus Prime was really to do a little bit of a comparison and just to see what we're getting. Let's start with the sword. And you can clearly see that it's a very similar mold. The hilt is a little bit more splayed with this one than this one, but the blade looks to be identical with the original one. The main difference is it's been painted differently. This one is just a very flat, sort of orange and gray plastic, and this one is done in this really nice fire amber gold metallic paint. So it's a better mold, it's better hue, better tint, better nice paint apps than this one. Okay, the battle axe, obviously very different. Other than the paint apps, I thought they just remolded the weapons. It's actually much bigger, it's more detailed. This one is just like a typical medieval axe. This one is like Batman's bat axe, and you can see the main difference. This one's going to look much better on the figure. And don't even get me started with this shield. I mean, look at this shield. Look at the size difference. This is like an actual shield. This is more like a face shield, and this is the shield that Optimus Prime should be using. Okay, he's got the bear claws, and he's got these two blasters. Let's see if I can show you the difference. A very plain blaster from Hasbro. Nicely sculpted accessory. It's just it's lacking a bit of paint. You have to use a little bit more imagination just to make it look impressive. Well, this one, it's a very, very similar design, but you can clearly see there's a lot of nice silver paint. Even the plastic is made of flake gunmetal gray, light sort of metallic gray finish on the plastic. And in the underside, it's really filled up. Let's look at the back part. I wanted to give you an idea of what we're going to be changing. As you can see right here, it's okay. You know, everybody knows how I feel about this figure. And we're going to change all of that wing assembly, that jet wing, into something like this. This is what you're getting instead of this. Look at the nice paint apps. The plastic is slightly different. There's a little bit more of a metallic sheen with this new one. And look, he's even got these thrusters. What's nice about this is that the underside is actually filled up. If you look at the original, there's a lot of hollow pieces, and I don't know if I can show you. Look at this. It's so different. It's got a lot of hollow pieces right here. It feels like it's an underbelly of the molding of the plastic, and look at here, they filled it up with some panels. The thrusters are filled in, and it's got this really nice, awesome paint job. This is the new one. It's two pieces. You gotta stick them together, and you need to screw the pieces together. It came with some bits, some screw bits, actual screws that you can replace this one with. And it's a better looking set of tires and wheels. And if you look at it, it's like a double set of wheels. Well, obviously only the outer wheels are going to roll. These are just molded in, but it will look nicer with the pair of wheels instead of just one wheel at the back. Makes it more realistic. Plastic they use slightly different. This has a more beige hue to it, and this one's more gray. So those are the new pieces basically what you're getting with this set. And take a good look at this one. This is the epitome of mediocrity and laziness from Hasbro. The effort was there. in spirit, they kind of wanted to give us something really spectacular with this, but execution-wise, and I guess some budget constraints, Hasbro decided to cut back, and this is what they came up with. And luckily for us, there's a bunch of third-party companies that are willing to do upgrade kits for Hasbro products, and we'll see how he turns out. He's going to be great. And take one last look at him before we turn him into something more epic. So let's get things started with the upgrade kit as part of the weapons array platform, or the base mode of the trailer. If you remember in Dark of the Moon, the trailer did transform into something like this, like a weapons array, where Optimus Prime's weapons were displayed and he could just pick out anyone so he could fight off Shockwave. The entire kit does fit. You can replace everything. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I've replaced everything. We no longer have the mediocre weapons that the Hasbro SS Studio Series number 44 came with. Everything's in here except for one piece. This piece is a backpack piece that you can use if you don't have the Studio Series 44 Optimus Prime. This is for the Studio Series 32 and 05 Optimus Prime. In essence, you could make them into Jetwing Optimus Primes without really buying the number 44 from the Studio Series line. So it's a nice little add-on that DNA put. You don't really need this. This won't be part of any of the transformations for the Studio Series 44 upgrade. So as you can see right here, the Jetwing is actually part of the base, which houses both shields, which I thought was pretty cool. You get the two guns here, the battle axe right here, both the orange and the gold one are here. Both swords are there. And one accessory or one weapon I did keep in this upgrade, and which I didn't return in the box, is the Buster Optimus Prime blaster gun, which was part of the Studio Series 44 accessories, which I think still looks great and comparable with the rest of the accessories, even in this weapons array platform mode. And I absolutely love it. As you can see, the back part has been modified as well. I've changed it. One thing to note, though, is, let me just get rid of this gun just to show you off. DNA had miscalculated, or they measured incorrectly the width of these pegs. And as such, if you screw the whole thing super tight, you won't be able to fold it up, because it does not clear these two hinges. So what I did was I loosened the screw so that you could part this part of the wheel assembly, and you can squeeze that in right there when you do transform it into truck mode. So one bit of quality issue that DNA missed out on. It's a minor issue, but I wish that they could have measured it properly, or they've given it some allowance. Maybe just copied the actual, the original Studio Series 44 trailer wheels and just measured it, and so we didn't have to have this problem. But it's an easy fix. So let's test out the weapons. You can actually hold the sword like this. He gets it like Shockwave, and then he can get one of the battle axes. I'm coming for you. Or you replace this one with a shield. And look at that. Look how much nicer that is. And it can cover a significant amount of Optimus Prime's body, not like the teeny tiny Hasbro version, which just covers his face, if you ask me. So yeah, very, very pleased with this. So let's talk about the upgrade kit in alt mode. Now, as you can see, there are ways to put all the weapons in the upgrade kit and transform the Studio Series 44 into his alt mode, truck mode. One of the options that you have is to put the weapons as sort of like a battle mode, stealth mode, like attack mode on Optimus Prime. You can put both guns on the side right here, but we really don't want to do that. You can put the bear claws right in front, like he's in like a Mad Max type of truck, but we really don't want to do that because the whole idea is robots in disguise, and we're trying to make Optimus Prime look inconspicuous, even with the Jetwing upgrade kits. So these pieces are gonna go under here. But in the meantime, let me just show you how all the other pieces fit inside that trailer. As you can see right here, the shields, they do fit nicely on the sides. The swords, right here. And the bear claw, they fit nicely right there in the corner. And the other one's gonna fit right here. If I can just squeeze that in. And those slots, those are for those tabs right there. And you can just line it up. So everything fits nice and snug in the trailer mode. Just be careful because they tend to fall off or pop off when you're doing everything. Now the thrusters of the backpack, they actually form the stand, the trailer stands right here. They peg in right here underneath these curved pieces of the weapons array. Okay, now let's try and see if we can fit the Jetwing itself. The Jetwing does compress nicely. It's the same transformation. They've molded the same pieces, same parts. It just looks much nicer, and it does fold in exactly like how the Studio Series 44 Jetwing pieces fold. So let's see if we can squeeze it in, because it does feel a little bit more, it's thicker, there's more kibble, I believe. So actually this kibble is the same, it's just that parts do feel a little bit thicker and wider, and you're gonna need some extra space. Okay, there we go. Just fit it in. Okay, looks like everything's fitting. Okay. All right. So it does fit nicely, despite being, I believe, much thicker pieces. So, okay. So the gun fits right there. Let's see if the other one will fit. Should fit. It's a tight squeeze, but the guns do fit under the wheel assembly. Now the instructions say to put one axe right here in between. And unfortunately, we only have space for one axe, and that kind of sucks. Because there's, let me see if I can, okay, right there. It kind of sucks because there's no other place to put the axe unless you can just swing it right here, and it's going to jingle and jangle, and you know it's going to fall if you try and hold it right here. But maybe we can squeeze him right there. Okay, so yeah, okay, it does hold. It's not official, but that's essentially what you need to do. So kind of holds that axe right there. That's pretty cool. And this one was supposed to just stay in there in the middle. Now there's no more space for that. So what we can do is, this is the only probably gun or weapon that will be exposed, much like how it was in the Hasbro version instructions. Instructions really tell you to put the gun right here. Everything fits nicely, even in truck mode, and even that axe, the extra axe, we were able to fit it inside. So kudos to DNA for really making a wonderful, wonderful design for the upgrade kit. And it's as though you didn't make too many changes, even in alt mode. Okay. And once you've hitched the trailer at the back of Optimus Prime, the stands are actually about 3 millimeters, 4 millimeters above the floor, so they're not going to scrape. And the new set of wheels or tires, they actually do roll nicely together with the Studio Series 44 Optimus Prime, even in truck mode. So very nice. Nice storage for all the weapons. Very cool looking Optimus Prime, even in truck mode. And here is Studio Series number 44 Optimus Prime, all decked out and equipped with the DK-15 upgrade kit, or Jetwing upgrade kit. And it looks absolutely magnificent. And what I like about the set is it allows you to compress the wings, or just to delta wing fold up these wings, so you can have him actually posed standing and doing battle with the Decepticons without the wings getting in the way. Or you can have him actually displayed on the shelf like this, and it won't occupy too much space. And it actually looks pretty nice. You see the guns right here? They fit nicely on either hand or either arm. It's molded so that it looks like it just transformed and turned into a gun. So that's pretty cool. Now let's pop up the wings just to see him in all his glory. And they do look really nice. Like, you get to see a lot of filled up spaces right here. They look just a lot more solid wings, solid turbines. It doesn't feel like a cheap toy. And yeah, if you really want to just upgrade this figure from Hasbro, just make it 10 times, 100 times better than the original. The DNA design DK-15 is the way to go, and it's really impressive how much a few adjustments here and there, just filling up the pieces here and there, can really turn this figure around. And I'm really very pleased, very impressed with this. I'm really looking forward to getting more DNA design kits, especially that Devastator and that Scorponok. Hopefully we'll get those soon, together with Sentinel Prime, Blackout, and Bumblebee, because it just really makes this figure so much better. I'm really happy with it. And so some final thoughts on this set. I think it's absolutely amazing. If you didn't already figure it out, the set is going to get a 10 out of 10 for me. I absolutely love it. If you're a big fan of the Jetwing Optimus Prime for Dark of the Moon and you're a little bit disappointed with the Studio Series 44 offering from Hasbro and Takara Tomy, this is the set for you. At the price point of around $48 to $50, I think it's well worth the price of admission. I think this is a great set for any Movieverse Transformers fan, especially if you're into the Studio Series line. Let me know in the comment section what you think of the DK-15 from DNA Designs. Does it make this Optimus Prime look a heck of a lot better than it was before the upgrade kit was on it? Let me know in the comments, and as always, hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. If it's your first time here, please subscribe. And if you want to support my channel, help me do more video reviews, please check out my Patreon account. Your contribution, no matter how small, big, it will really go a long way in helping me make more videos for you guys. With that, I'd like to thank everybody again, and until next time, thanks for watching.